program is presented by Giant Bicycles, Tux, and Island 200.
Welcome back. The Dernies are on course. It's Derny Racing par excellence. In the general standings at the start of today, we've taken the lower 6 of the 13 teams taking part, and they are on track right now. So this is going to be, as usual, a magnificent powered bun fight, and I cannot wait. Every night this comes round, there's a sense of anticipation goes as the roar and the growl of the engines takes centre stage almost. But it is about the riders, let's not forget. Yesterday we had a real photo on the line, didn't we, with two battling it out, and they came across 4 wide as the riders went between the motorcycles to shorten the distance.
Yeah, I mean, we've had fantastic racing, and last night particularly. In the first heat, they're racing over 66 laps, and of course just 6 dernies. But the riders love this, and the derny drivers, I mean, it's their, not just their livelihood, it's their life, and they love it. They're all very experienced. They've been racing for many, many years, and they race at different tracks all over Europe, and not just on the tracks in the winter, the 6 days, but they're riding in criteriums and kermesses in the summer all over Europe.
Wouter Huybrechts of Belgium, wearing the old Belgian racing yellow. Yeah, look it up. You know, British racing green, Belgian racing yellow. I'm never sure who raced in gold, but there we are. Just behind, it is Ron Zeilaert in his golden, with his golden derny. I think he wants to be buried with that. They'll probably still be in use, by the way. These machines, they haven't been superseded. The acceleration, by the way, is done by a little slide handle. It's a bit like an old school accelerator, even on cars. I think the Model T had that, bizarrely. So hand acceleration, and it keeps it smooth, and there's no kind of untoward wrist movements, which would be dangerous. So it's thumb-driven, the acceleration here, just by the right hand. You will see if you get a close-up. Probably worth us scanning across one of the journeys one day and giving you a full rundown on how these machines work, or how they look close up.
I mean, definitely. I mean, they are, you know, very special. I mean, the derny drivers, they look after them, you know, better than their wife. They give their dernies more attention. They make sure they're kept in immaculate condition. And I think it's true that a couple of derny drivers actually sleep with their derny machines next to their bed.
Well, they're pretty valuable these days. It's a classic of the track, and you're watching it right now. Big sufferer as we speak is Wes Crader. He's not in a happy place, the man in the silver jersey. Nolan Hoffman was doing such good work in the sprint, the time trial earlier on, as you saw. But Wes Crader's just starting to suffer, I'm afraid, and his motorcyclist is not being called Alley. Alley to go faster, called by the rider. We're calling them drivers, but I think they actually use pilot, somebody reminded me yesterday, on the continent. But I'm going to stick with drivers if you don't mind, as it's been the same all week. Yeah, you see that the number 3 derny driver, Michael Varten, is just trying to lift the pace up, get Wes Crader back into this. Wes is used to this sort of thing, and in fact we've seen a lot of teams actually win from such a position. And we have 47 laps to go, so it's an awful long way. And in fact, it's a big alley movement as well, as Michael Barton goes all the way around the outside, and he's staying high again. So he's introducing these lines to the rider, and that's good strategy, because you've got to learn how the track is feeling on the day, because it does change, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and Bishop are very, very experienced, and he turned round a few laps ago and let his rider go up behind him let him know what he was going to be doing, that the pace was going to be lifted. It's gone from the back to the front in just a very short time.
Yeah, and doing it on what he hopes perhaps is going to be the attack line later on. Let's see if it materialises. At least it's one option. So he has used every single part of the track. That's a real wisdom of the derny driver. And 61.55 kilometres per hour, approaching what will be top speed at the end of this. We saw 67s yesterday.
Yeah, I mean, we did, and I think probably at the end, you know, that in the next heat we get in excess of 70 kilometres out there going back up to the line. But definitely the tempo's been lifted. Come around with 41 laps to go. Still a long way to go. 8 kilometres, 5 miles, old money.
There we are. I like the way you do that maths without writing anything down. It's me.
I even surprise myself sometimes.
Yeah, every morning.
When I wake up.
Oh dear. I just picture him up. He hits them out of the stadium. Here we go. At the line, side by side. Walter Huybrechts, also of Belgium. And yeah, there is a number of Belgium. In fact, it's Michael Barton and Walter Huybrechts, 3 and 4 dernies, bossing things at the moment. And coming to join the party, Peter Berlane, the German. And there is Walter. Looks very incongruous, Walter, like he's just keeping his focus constantly. He's very almost inscrutable, isn't he?
That's right, and Peter Berlane's had a steady ride there. Gentle run up, coming higher up the track, and it looks like he's going to come round to take the lead. Peter's done very well here with his different riders that he's been pacing, and he's probably been the most consistent collector of flowers amongst the derny drivers.
I think he is. He could probably get down to the canal side of the Bolt district and start selling a few. Yuri Hoffman, it is in the green, number 12. In second place at the moment, but what a great push it is, and Wes Crader is staying with this man, and Michael Barton has strategized this brilliantly. We've got 33 laps to go. They're well into the body of this, and they're going to start thinking about the end game. As they do, the Telegraph move into place, and it's Aaron Gate, the Kiwi, that hits the front with the black shorts, and there he goes, and he's called Ale, and the pace goes up. Across the line they come, and Herman Bakker it is that just twists the grip, and away he goes, or pushes the lever, I should say, and he has distanced the field. This is what it's about as well. It's gameplay that they're engaging with at the moment.
Yeah, very much so. I mean, and not just the derny drivers, you know, the riders as well. They want to have a smooth, comfortable ride as possible. I mean, if you're having bad legs, if you're finding it tough, it's very difficult. And those 66 laps can seem to be 66 minutes when you're out there and you're struggling.
Yeah, very much so. 29 laps to go. This will be over before you know it. 62 kilometres per hour, our fastest speed so far, just been delivered, and they've paced up, and it's all been set at the moment by the Telegraph. They've called for action, and Herman Bakker has delivered it. Oh, the roar as they come across the line here, and Michael Barton is on the chase. Doesn't like to hang about, does our Michael. And where is Walter Huybrechts in his yellow machine? The Canny Canary is just about to take the very high line. He has a whiff of an old school comedian about him when you chat to him. He's a great guy. And here he comes round the outside, just battle for P3, just joining the fun behind our leader as we speak. If we let the camera drift wide a bit, there he is. Fantastic performance.
We're watching the American rider East coming here with Ron Zylard, going from the back, coming all the way round, and a ride very high, but tremendous increase in speed.
Zylard's doing a fantastic job. He's the number 1 derny, and he doesn't like anybody interfering with that number. There he is with the American. He's just bedding in at the moment. I wouldn't be surprised if he takes a high line this time, but I watch this, he'll think about 3 wide. He loves that dead centre of that curve, and he delivers yet again into second place. Lots of changes here. Wouldn't be surprised if he just tests out a high one for us in a few moments' time, just to see how it goes. Walter Huybrechts, the number 4 derny, bright yellow it is. We said he was on the move, and so it proves. He's out front right now, but tracing him is the American and the number 1 derny of Ron Zylard. Those pairings now just about to be joined by Wes Crader, rider number 10, but Wes Crader in the silver jersey behind the 3 derny of Michael Barton. And he as well, also just above the wooden section of the track before the vinyl covering. And he's going wide around the outside. This is brave by Wes Crader. Not afraid to do this, and with 19 to go, this is going to put him in a decent position. There's a lot of catch-up still to be made, and in particular by Diddy Caspers, who's at the back with the 6 derny of Sam Moy, who hasn't really featured so far. It's a cruel place to be, and all speeds now, the last couple of laps, last 3 in fact, have all been well in the 60s. We're not getting any further down. 62.64 was the last lap speed. That'll just come onto your screen in a few moments' time. It's just at the bottom of that ranking, lap 50. Here we go. 48, I beg your pardon. There it is, 62.64. Moderate ease down as Maytech rejoined the party, and it's Mel Boskamp who hits the front for the first time.
Michel Vaughn there just gave the nod to Crader, telling him to ride closer, stand his wheel. He's going to be making the move. You see Ron Zyland coming around there with Guy East, but I think East is actually suffering there. He's not close enough to the back of the mudguard.
He's looking back to see if he's still there. Can you do this? Can you do this? I'm going to take you to the front. And this is the manoeuvre. Brilliant. Round the curve goes the American. He's going to hit the line first this time. Wide outside with the number 1 derny. Ron Zyland, brilliance at work. And the American staying with him. Guy East holding on. Gritted teeth. And this is fantastic. Ron Zyland is punishing his man. But look at the gap that they've held out.
Yeah, but look at Herman Backer. Riding there with Aaron Gate, rider number 2 riding for Telegraph. It looks like they're coming around. They're going to be attacking to take the lead over from the American.
Americans out front. It's Kiwi in second place, Aaron Gate. There he is in the yellow. Oh, this is going to be a slick move with 11 laps to go. This is fantastic. Still very much part of proceedings as well. Just a little bit further behind is Mel Boskamp. Don't count him out. And suddenly, sensing the danger, Wes Crader lights it up as well with derny number 3. Here they go, wide round the outside, and still it's the high line that is the line of choice, it seems. Just onto the vinyl, you get an amazing slingshot. You just imagine you've got a weight on the end of a string. If you've got power help like this, you don't mind going high and wide, because the centrifugal force on the drop-off towards the line is absolutely outstanding, and using the high line to great effect, going from 3rd to 1st in less than half a lap. Brilliant work by Michael Barton, and bravo as well to Wes Crader for keeping on board. Wes Crader in the lead right now, 3 up there, and it's 7 laps to go.
And Michel Barton there just keeps turning around to check to see how comfortable Wes Crader is. Great effort here by Crader, but Ron Zylard's coming around with the American.
Oh, he is as well, and this is Guy East's big moment. This could be huge for Guy. The golden derny takes the outside line by the next lap, by the next turn, I should say. He's going to be in the lead, and so it proves, almost side by side. I think we might have a 3-wide finish to this one. 4 laps to go, and the call goes out. Allez, little check behind, and Guy says, yes, I can go. Keep going, and he does. Well, we've got out front, it's Wes Crader right now, the man in silver, driving him on, punishing him almost, is the 3 derny of Michael Barton, the Belgian. This is going to be tight. Don't count out Aaron Gate in the yellow jersey either, running in 3rd place. 2 laps to go.
Michel Barton with Guy East there. Wes Crader's not going to give it away, not going to give that lead to the American. He's going to keep him pinned up there.
Here is the bell right now. Guy East stays wide, high and outside. It's Ron Zyland, and all the dernies are going to come 3 side by side by side. It's going to be a 3-up finish once again. You can't call this just for the time being, but Guy East has got the drive, I think. It's going to be the American. Oh, bravo, chapeau, sir. That was outstanding.
Fantastic. I mean, to me, it looked like he was suffering early on, but it looks like his pacemaker, Ron Zyland, nursed him through that difficult time. And I think he's really surprised the rest of the peloton to see the Americans take the derny race in tremendous style there. What a great finish.
Well, they telegraphed it to everybody. They showed what they could do on the curves, and that's precisely how they delivered it. They went high and wide and handsome off that final bend and delivered.